What's going on, fam? Salute to everybody that's tuning in. Make sure y'all like the video, share it. If you're new, click the subscribe and click notification bell. We're gonna get to this reaction, and we have a doozy. Miss Jackson, aka Shantel Jackson, she is the former girlfriend of Floyd Mayweather. She dated Nelly for years. Well, she's with nobody right now. The last time we've seen or heard of anything from Shantel Jackson, she was back up under Floyd Mayweather, a man that she accused of being horrible to her. And they had a court case that dragged on for years, and she never really apologized. And by the way, that case had no conclusion. So I guess a fan must have got under her skin because she made this video responding about being a pass around and saying that if she's not married by now, she never will. I think that hit a nerve because, you know, she's older. She's a little bit older. She's not in her prime as she once was, right? And she saw Nelly get back with Ashanti, and they got married, right? And had a child, well, children together. And I know that bothers her because she probably feels like that's her life. But you know what's funny? Shantel would have had a child if she didn't get rid of the pregnancy, according to Floyd Mayweather. That's why they were in court. That's why she went and sought the media sympathy by going to court against him because he let the world know this, right? And she never really, there was really no conclusion to that. And she never really apologized for it because, again, you're back around him. That's a bad look. So now let's react to what she had to say because she's bothered.
If you're not married by now, you will never be. Pass around. Oh my gosh. Boo-hoo me. Like, really? Is that what we're telling people? I mean, that's just comedy to me. Marriage is so overrated. You know, I can't sit here and agree with that and say marriage is overrated. I've never been married. I just think, I don't know. Things are just supposed to work out how they're supposed to work out between people. I'm pretty sure there are people that's been together. If you're not married by now, years and never got married, and they're happy with how they're happy.
See, she doesn't have an answer. She doesn't have an answer. Like most of these women, they don't. You know, they out here living their best lives, getting flued out from different places by different men. And next thing you know, they're older and they're babysitting their grandchildren. You know, I'm not saying that's what she's doing, but this is the fate of a lot of you city girls, right? All you chicks that want to live your best life, this is your fate. You're going to be raising your children's children. You're not going to have a man. You're going to be bitter. You're going to be hopping on podcasts, feeling some type of way. You're going to be looking at comments extra closely. The things that people say are going to bother you because you see where your life is and you know you're not happy where you are. But again, I have to look at you, Shantel, about where you're at and the position you put yourself in. You tried to accuse Floyd Mayweather of horrible allegations because he told the world that you aborted the child that he had with you so you could go be with Nelly. I guess that's the perception that was out there, and that angered you because Nelly probably knew nothing about that. That's why she had to go and run to Gloria Allred, the ultimate female ambulance chaser who cares nothing about these women, just care about what she could get out of these women when they sue men, right? This will be your legacy. This right here. It will be your legacy. And I don't want people to forget that. You know, people don't understand when you do things like that, it affects you long term. It really does. And this is why she's posting videos or she's on a live stream and she's explaining her life and where it is. I don't think she's really happy where she's at because again, she had to run back to Floyd. She had to go crawling back to a man that she accused of horrible things, and they had a court case that dragged on for years. That started what in 20 where did it start? Like in 2014, 2015, right around that time, right? And that is why people are probably saying these things to her, because it's like you were with a man in Nelly that got back with his ex and married her and started a family with her, and you're not there. He never did that with you. That's because what happened before him, I think, affected that relationship, and maybe she didn't want to have children, you know.
That's your opinion. You've done it twice. I mean, you speak from experience. I just don't want to be on here and be a hater towards marriage. Marriage is a big commitment, huge. You literally have to really, really, really share your life with someone on paper, finances, all of that.
Yeah, it's funny because, I talk about how marriage is not really something that men should pursue because we're the only ones that suffer in the event of a divorce. And now you have her talking about, marriage and talk about how, it's just not worth it, from that perspective. And maybe she doesn't want marriage. Maybe marriage is not something that she's ever thought about. Maybe Nelly wanted that, and that's why they didn't work out. But he got with Ashanti and married her. It's just very clear that she sees what could happen with marriage and divorce. She claims she doesn't want that. I just think that it is a little too late at this point, right? She is who she is. She's set in her ways. A lot of men her age are not going to be looking for women like her. I think she sees that, and I think that she has come to that conclusion that a lot of men her age are just not going to be checking for her. I think she's settling into the fact that all she's going to be is a jump off, possibly a side chick, but nobody's wife. And she's okay with that as long as they're able to provide her with the lifestyle that she feels like she wants. And maybe Nelly figured that out, and when the relationship was over, he went back to Ashanti, to a woman that would marry him or would give him the family that he wants. Because again, what happened back 2014 and what she did, that follows you. You never escape something like that. It always follows you. And Nelly wanted a family. I don't think that she either wanted it or could really give that to him. So what does she do? Even after this lawsuit that dragged on for years with really no conclusion, she goes back to Floyd, a man that she accused of horrible things. Again, I have to keep saying this because I don't want people to forget what happened here. Right? This man could have lost everything because of her. And then she goes back to him when all the chips are down and she has no one else, right?
It's a lot. They're 20, 30, 40, 50 years and never got married. And they're happy with how they're happy. You will never be. Pass around. Oh my gosh. Boo-hoo me. Like, really? Is that what we're telling people?
Well, I will say this. She seems to understand that this is her life where, every opportunity that she has, or most of them, are going to be provided by a man. And it's a man that's not going to marry her. Maybe she's at the point of non-delusion. It needs to be that way because a lot of women her age are very delusional. You have a lot of women, again, who are very delusional, and they think that they're going to be able to get a husband in their 50s and 60s. Like that's just where we are. Now, Shantel is what, 41, and maybe she is just telling y'all this to try to cope, which I think it is. I think she's just coping a little bit. I think that she deep down really wants to be in a committed relationship, possibly even married, and she's saying this because she wants to make it seem like that doesn't bother her. I think she's very bothered. That's why she responded. Women always want to have what other women want, a husband, a family, and maybe she's okay with not having those things as long as a man is fronting the bill. Personally, if I was Floyd Mayweather, I never would have got back with her unless she, one, the situation legally was settled, and two, she made a public apology. I don't care. I'm not that easily forgiving, because again, he could have lost everything because of this heifer. Because of this heifer, he could have lost everything, right? And you can't be so easy to forgive women like this. These are succubus. These are women who are only with you because they need you. If she never needed Floyd, she would have never linked back up with Floyd. She needed Floyd, right? She needed him. That's why she's out there linking back up with him. And Floyd knows this, and maybe he doesn't care. But you should care, because your reputation is your life. You have to guard it, with everything you have. Don't let these heifers come back into your life if they try to destroy it, under no circumstances. And if every chance I get to talk about this heifer, I will. Because I want to reiterate what happened back in 2014. So none of you forget it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Like the video and share. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Check out all of the videos on the channel, and I'll see y'all next one.